I'm the Mad Trucker, and this is the Morning Drive Live. And this live is welcome to all that want to participate under the condition that they first read the channel description. And if it's something that you're interested in, come back, follow directions. Greet everybody that's in the room, regardless from here by myself. If there's 1,000 people or 1,000,000 people, with a peaceful greeting according to your culture, your customs, and your ways. On this very special day. It's a very special day today, y'all. And it's usually an open topic in the mornings. I was gonna talk about the inauguration, but I don't want to live up to my name and be mad. But that ain't make me mad. It's just it's disappointing that there are so many people with SBS. They didn't realize they were making fun of Martin Luther King when they inaugurated Donald Trump. It's crapped all over his legacy. Because I guarantee you, number one, they're not going to talk about the interview that Martin did after that speech in Washington, where he said, and I quote, "I fear that I'm integrating my people into a burning house, and that dream that I had in Washington has become a nightmare." You're not going to hear that. You're not going to hear how he dropped the whole blackity black, black, black and got with Malcolm X and decided to start a coalition for poor people. Poor people. Yeah, regardless of what skin tone, they ain't going to talk about that. Trump ain't going to talk about it either because he wants a white nation. And the thing is, I could get into that, but I'm not. Do your research. You'll find out that white people don't exist. And I'm not saying that to be offensive. I'm saying that being truthful. Because the concept of Caucasian, white, race started in 1786 with Christoph Mears. I didn't think it up. And just because I know the truth about it, that doesn't mean I subscribe to it. Yeah. I don't subscribe to what you would call a race. I'm not racing nowhere. Y'all gonna be so sorry when y'all get to the finish line claiming these races. Putting your money on a race. That's a crapshoot. I want to thank you if you're watching this today or if you decide to watch it at a later date. Yeah, if you decide to watch it now at a later date, thank you for tuning in. But yeah, let that be the topic of discussion for today. Let's talk about Martin Luther King and the speech he did in Washington and why they never should have started a Martin Luther King Day in the first place, because Martin Luther King didn't want a holiday. He specifically said he didn't want a holiday before he was assassinated in the hospital, not on the balcony. Yeah, he said, just tell people I tried to love somebody. That's what Martin wanted. He didn't want a holiday. He didn't want a street named after him. And that's not my opinion. I mean, listen to the last speech that he gave to those sanitation workers in Memphis, Tennessee. For yourself, which is what this channel is about. Research. Research means you get your information from more than one source. You gotta come outside of your comfort zone and research things for yourself. And all the people that don't have the mental discipline to have a conversation or be civilized, this live isn't for you. And if you'd like to continue, if you'd like to provide evidence of your SBS in the comment section, feel free to, but I'm not going to reply. I'm not going to respond, So just keep that in mind. If you can't be a civilized human being, you're in the wrong live. If you're here for an argument, debate, or a war, you're in the wrong live. However, what you type in my comment section is telling, and I can diagnose your situation. Yeah, what got you triggered? And that's the truth. It's the truth. And I just don't understand what's so hard about typing 2 letters before you type, your little troll or your little insult. And that exposes how uncivilized you are. You can't type 2 letters, H-I, hi, and then commence to troll me. Hello, namaste, assalamu alaikum, hotep, peace be unto you, what's happening, man? Something like that. Yeah, a lot of smooth brains. And that's what I do my lives for, expose the smooth brains. Because they expose themselves. Because they can't type 2 letters. But they have entire diatribes to type. And that's a personal problem that, you know, hopefully they'll work on one day. Because SBS is 100% curable based on patient compliance, which means you have to want to cure yourself of your ignorance. You know, you hear things that trigger you because they trigger you. Well, what's triggering you? Ask yourself logical questions. Ask yourself logical questions. What triggers you? What triggers you? You know, why is it that you feel like you have to control other people and you can't control yourself? Why is it that you feel like you should be respected but you don't have to respect anybody else? You don't think that's a mental illness? That's a mental illness. That's a mental illness. You can't greet somebody peacefully, but you can come and troll. I mean, come on, man, grow up. And I did mark this live for adults. It's not for children. So I don't know how these adult children got up in here. But it's none otherwise, you know, listening is free. You can't sit on your phalanges instead of running them in the comment section if you're not going to greet everybody peacefully. I don't deal with savages. Yeah. They're not going to talk about his legacy, Martin Luther King's legacy. They want to sully his legacy. They want to rewrite history. And those people that I was referring to earlier, they want to control everybody else and not themselves. They want me to shut up. They want me to stop pointing out the fact that Martin didn't want those things. They don't want me to point out the fact that, yeah, Martin was standing for justice. You know, before he was assassinated, he was trying to get everybody together. Poor people, poor disenfranchised people, regardless of your skin tone, trying to get all of us together. Yeah. And that's why people want folks to shut up. You know, and I don't have any time for little children. I don't have any time for you know, disruptions. This live is not for arguments, debates, or wars. This live is for conversations. And a conversation is truthful, honest questions and answers, using logic to come up with solutions to problems. And trolls come to my live on a regular basis every morning to try to cause problems, but they can't. You want to know why? Because I'm in control of me and nobody pulls my strings. And today is a very special day. Regardless if you believe it or not, today is a special day because today is unique unto itself. Before this day in January 2025, it never existed and it wasn't guaranteed for anybody. And there are some people that didn't live to see today. And after today is gone, there'll never be another day just like it. That's what makes it special. So do something positive and productive today. If you can help somebody, help them today. If you can't help somebody in a positive, constructive fashion, leave them what is called the hell alone. And alaikum assalam, Shah Muslim. Thank you for joining the Morning Drive Live. It's always a pleasure to have your presence in the live, man. Thank you for tuning in. We were talking about the inauguration and how they mocked Martin Luther King with that whole I Have a Dream speech with Donald looking like he was about to bust out laughing in the background. And I found it very disrespectful to that man and what he stood for. You know, especially taking into account that the government assassinated him. You know, they assassinated him physically. Now they're trying to assassinate his whole movement and everything he stood for. Make you think it was just a dream. What Martin was doing wasn't a dream. You know, what happened in Selma, Alabama, it wasn't a dream. You know, the dogs, the police that they used to sick on, they were sick on, you know, cop color people. You know, that wasn't a dream. That really happened. You know, I think that's why Martin said what he said. You know, about that dream becoming a nightmare. Because see, that's what the American dream is. You got to be asleep to dream. You have to be asleep to dream. You talk about an American dream, right? An American dream is an American nightmare because you got to be asleep to believe it. You got to be asleep to believe that America is the land of the free and the home of the brave. You have to be asleep mentally to believe that lie because it is a lie. This past election proved it. You know, the systemic racism that goes on in this country proves it. The trolls in this comment section that come at me for simply stating what Martin Luther King said out his own mouth is proof of it. And thank you. You know, all the trolls and everybody that attended today, whether you trolled it or not. I want to say thank you, Shy. You know, and I'm trying to understand the subject too. That's why I'm talking about it. I don't understand how it is people aren't seeing what's going on in this country and what they did at that inauguration. I didn't watch it. I watched a small piece of it where this copper-colored man was reciting Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech. And Donald Trump was in the background about to laugh like it was funny. Because to him it is funny. And that plus Elon Musk doing a Nazi salute. You know, he did Nazi salute. Yeah. So thing about you're fascist. Yeah, the ones that call you a fascist voted for fascism. The ones that voted for Donald Trump, you voted for fascism. Congratulations. You're getting exactly what you asked for. And when it hits the fan, don't look at the mad truck and ask me for ammunition, because you ain't getting none from me. You know, you voted for it, you wanted it, you got it. You know, that man can't even hold his own bowels. Now, how's he gonna run a country? He can't hold his solids. Never mind his liquids, his solids. Come on, man. At the end of the day, you have a choice to make. Do you want to roll with the truth, or you want to get rolled over by the truth? It's all fun until the rabbit has a gun. It's all hee ha 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 until the bricks fall, right? Well, the bricks are gonna start falling, and y'all gonna find out sooner than later. Good luck. It ain't gonna work, but y'all gonna need it. Good luck. You know, Martin Luther King did a lot. Regardless of what you think about that man, he did a lot to try to liberate people who are oppressed. Regardless if you think he was a CIA operative or he cheated or on his wife or whatever you think about the man, you can't hold a candle to him. As far as his actions, one thing you can do is critique the man's life. Critique his life. Yeah, he is. He is shy. I can't say I do agree with that. Because he's basically declaring himself king of America. Not president, king of America. And the politicians that the people elected are so yellow-bellied. They have been bought, you know, to the point where they're not going to stop it. They're not going to stop it. They've been bought and paid for. Yeah. How's it America first when you got a South African named Elon Musk pulling your strings? How's it America first when you got Project 2025, which basically urinates on the Constitution and the freedoms that it guarantees all people in this nation? How can you support that and say you're not racist, regardless of what your skin tone look like, whether it's this side of my hand or this side of my hand? Make it make sense. It doesn't. Like Shai eloquently put it, Most High help us, because I can't understand the subject. I can't understand it. Well, I made it to the homestead. Everybody that tuned in, I want to say thank you. And Shai, thank you for joining. To Bus Choir, Shalom, thank you for joining. Jason William, thank you for exposing your SBS early in the morning, letting everybody know that your gray matter is smooth as a Teflon pan. Thank you. Who else do we have here? And that's about it. Well, I let the air out the bags. I'm at the homestead, and I'd like to say, may the Most High bless and keep you. May His countenance be gracious unto each and every one of you. May the Most High smile on you and give you shalom. I'm the Mad Trucker. Tune in next time between 6:30 and 7 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time for the Morning Drive Live. Well, I'll try to address topics that affect everybody where I live, that being the United States. And thanks for watching. Shalom.